Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. KVD here, and in today's video I'm going to be testing out the new KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. I got the shade Tan 074. This foundation claims to be lightweight, full coverage, but still looks like skin. It's going to be like an innovative foundation that you guys have never seen before, and it's geared towards oily combination and oily skin types, as the original Good Apple foundation, like the balm, the cream foundation, is for more so normal and like dry skin types. So we're going to be giving this a try because I have oily combination skin, and that's pretty much it. I love the KVD Good Apple concealer. If you are new to my channel, like, I rave about that concealer, and it's such a good concealer. I am wearing that concealer today with this foundation, and honestly, like, if you want to see my thoughts on this foundation, then keep on watching. Of course, I'm going to do a wear test, so you will see how this foundation wears towards the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. So as you guys would have seen, I am testing out the KVD Good Apple foundation. I got the shade Tan 74. I'm just going to get my palette here, shake up the foundation. I have my damp sponge, and I'm going to do 2 pumps. From what I've been seeing on reviews, you got to work fast with this foundation. It kind of dries down quickly. So I washed my sponge earlier, so it is a bit damp. It's not like super drenched, so that's fine. I already primed and color corrected. I'm going to do this side of my face. In terms of color match, it looks good, like off the bat. But I want to see if it oxidizes, because apparently from commentary it does, and so I'm gonna obviously make it work. But I think I did a good job regardless of if it oxidizes or not with matching, because it will match me regardless. Like, I'll make it work with like concealer and stuff, but even when I get more tanned in the summer, it will match. Okay, so initially off the bat, this does dry really quickly. It's not as thick as the original, as this foundation, the Lock-It foundation. This foundation is a lot thicker in consistency, and this is more liquidy, but it's not runny, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna do 1 more pump, and it definitely does dry fast because my face isn't like glowy, and it's definitely dried down. I'm just going in a little bit more in certain areas. I can see that it's getting a little bit darker, but I actually don't mind. I think it'll come together really nicely once I do my concealer and stuff. So just blending this in. There's literally like no smell to it, and it doesn't feel like tight on the skin because it is matte. Like, you can see there's no glow. And I did use a hydrating primer. I used my Fenty hydrating primer. But in terms of color match, I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job for sure. Especially because I have hyperpigmentation, I can get away with using darker foundations, and then just balancing out my face. So I'm not worried. But this is looking good. It literally looks like my skin. It just evened it out. So let's go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'll come back and show you what it looks like up close. So this is my face up close and personal. As you guys can see, the foundation did oxidize a little bit. I'm just going to show you like my chest and my shoulder. You can see that my chest is a little bit lighter than my face and neck, but it's okay because I'm going to make everything come together. I'm going to do like a really bright under eye anyways, so not really bright, but like a bright under eye, and I'm going to conceal. So I'm going to do the rest of my face, but I'm going to do a voiceover, and then I'm going to tell you guys like my thoughts. So now we're going to go in and do the rest of my face. So I'm just using my KVD Good Apple Concealer in the shades Tan 161 and Medium 146. So I'm applying that to the center of my face because I want to balance this foundation out. You guys can see, if you're looking at my hand, and like my body is lighter than my face. In general, my body is lighter than my face anyways, but this foundation definitely oxidized. And it's along the shade ranges of like Macau, Fenty 420, NC50, and those are the shades I used to use when my discoloration was worse in my face. So I do know how to make this shade work for me, but it does require me to use lighter concealer to balance it out. So that's what I'm doing there. So then I'm taking my setting powder. I'm using the Sephora translucent setting powder. And I'm just going in everywhere where I concealed and setting that down. And then I'm using my foundation powder, which is my Fenty 385 to set my face. I am lightly contouring, and then I'm also going to bronze and blush. So this is my bronzer today. I'm using Colored Rain's Cinnabay. I love this bronzer. It's so pretty. It adds the right amount of warmth to my skin. And then I'm just showing you my highlighter. This is Show Gold by MAC. It has like a reddish tinge, like a sparkle. And then for my eyes, I'm literally just putting face powder all over my eyelids for shadow today because I'm going to be doing a wing liner. So here I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner, and I'm going to create my wing. And then I'm going to show you my lashes that I pop on, which my lashes are from Amazon. So they're nice and fluffy. And then I do my lips on my TikTok. Go follow my TikTok so you can see that tutorial. Right, face completed. I just ended up doing a simple eyeshadow with like a fluffy long lash dramatic liner and then a bright lip. And I'm wearing Sephora's liquid lipstick in the shade 91. Very beautiful. Perfect lip for Valentine's Day. Like, this is a really look. That's what I had in mind. Valentine's Day. I was either gonna do pink shadow but halfway through doing my makeup, I decided to just do bold lips. And I love how it turned out. I think my skin looks really good. As you guys can see, it is matte. There's no shine like really coming through after I did like my routine, my normal routine with my powders, setting, you know, things like that. And then for setting spray, I used the e.l.f. setting spray. So we're gonna see how my foundation wears for the next like 8 hours. It's 3 o'clock and I started putting on my makeup at like what, 7 hours from now. So at that point, I'll have had the foundation on my skin for like 9 or 10 hours. So we will check back in with this wear test. But so far, my first impression is that it's beautiful. I think the color match is good. Even though it is deeper, I still made it work. And then, like I said, I'd rather have a deeper foundation than something that's like really light. And I think the formulation is nice. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. We just want to see now how it's going to wear up on my oily combination skin. So stay tuned for that. Hi, this is real life. Okay, so I changed my shirt and my lipstick is off. And I had a little bit of a session, a crying session. So my lashes are off. And I waited until my eyes were not red anymore, because you could not pay me enough to come on this internet and cry on camera. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I still needed to finish this video on this foundation. And I would say that this foundation has probably now trumped, not probably, it's trumped my Huda Beauty. The fact that this foundation actually still held up through tears, the concealer didn't, because like concealer is gone, you know. But like usually there'd be tear streaks like all down my face, and there is, but there isn't. Like I feel like the tear streaks are only where I like my concealer was, which was like here. Obviously, my eyes look janky because I ripped my lashes off. And then around my nose looks a bit janky too because I did have to like blow my nose. Guys, if you set that aside, this foundation is so good. Like, I'm going to have to wear my Huda Beauty foundation. I think I'm going to wear my Huda Beauty foundation tomorrow. I'm not going to cry, probably. But I want to see how my Huda Beauty foundation wears just like right after wearing this, because this is top notch right here. This foundation is really good. Right now, as it stands, I would say my top two would be the Huda Beauty and YSL. This knocks YSL out the, you know, top two. It would drop it down to 3. But now I'm gonna say that this is gonna bump Huda Beauty even. So that would mean this is number 1 and Huda Beauty is number 2. And that has not happened in a very long time. Huda Beauty has been my holy grail favorite foundation forever. The only thing is, for Huda Beauty, I have Gingerbread and Chocolate Mousse. Gingerbread is my better shade. Chocolate Mousse is my deeper shade, and that's what I originally started off with. This shade is Tan 074, and it's closer to chocolate. It's literally like chocolate mousse. So the only thing is, I would want to try maybe, like, I think now that I've worn this foundation, I actually might want to try Tan 66, but I can't for now because I'm on a no buy. So maybe in the near future, like when my no buy is up, I'll purchase Tan 66. I'll see. Maybe I'll go to Sephora. I don't necessarily have to buy anything. I can go in there and swatch it and see. But regardless of what, this is a great foundation. Very pleased. So we're gonna go in closer. There is a little bit of settling here around my fine lines. Nothing super crazy, nothing like out of the ordinary. There's a little bit of shine on my forehead, but like, again, it's not crazy. I've definitely worn foundations where I'm a lot more oilier. So I definitely think, regardless of what, this foundation still held up really good. I would recommend you go giving it a try. Don't just solely base it off of my review only. Definitely go inside the store, swatch it. You know what I mean? Maybe get a sample. What works for me might not work for you, and I always try to let you guys know that out of any foundation review video that I do. So that's pretty much it. I wish I was finishing this video looking a little bit cuter, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna go take off my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.